can see this just fine. I don't know if I can tell. But I need emotional support. That's why I listen to my own words, because they're the only ones that are not toxic. I can't survive this. This is completely unsurvivable. My brain is working just fine. It is perfectly designed. Help me return. I really need medicine. It would help so much. Always remember him. Okay. I do not need them. They've decided to forfeit. And that hurts. It will always hurt. Because my body is perfectly designed. My heart is perfectly designed. They've decided to completely forfeit life and all effort. They cannot name one valuable thing that I've done. So I will remind myself. I return to the microphone. I reached out to numerous people on, mental health things. Like I've got love, I've got truth, and I've got YouTube, and that is basically it. I have no value on earth. No earthly value whatsoever that can be recognized. I refuse to let that lie affect my truth. The truth is, I am making effort. Oh, God, it hurts. They refuse anything of actual value or worth, and their choices do not define me. I am not my situation. My brain is perfect. It is designed perfectly. It is working perfectly. I am neglected. I am overlooked. I am in an unsurvivable situation. I know they're acting. I know they can do better. I know it is all bullshit. But it still has such a profound effect on a human being's quality of life. And it does matter. At the end of the day, you commit to the role, you commit to the consequences. They refuse any and all wrongdoing. They refuse any and all value in me as a human being. They have created an impossible situation, and I will let them suffer their consequences. They are dead to me because they chose to forfeit their own. They see no value in life. Weird choice. It makes no difference what I do. How can I flip script on that? The need to be seen and heard, to be recognized at all. I am emotionally, they are completely vacant and toxic. It is not my responsibility. And it is really unfair to only have a very narrow, specific color that I'm allowed to be. I refuse that. They have to accept the whole thing. Their refusal to own any damages, any wrongdoing, is their own undoing. I know who I am. My name is Atlas. I know that I was called. I know it's a hard road. I am love. I choose life. I am love. I choose to be cherished. I am love. I choose to be understood. I am love. I choose to be given compassion. And I can do that with the mirror. I've done it before. And I can do it whenever I want. Christ is me. Christ is in me. And that's really what it means to be a disciple anyway. We should be synonyms with him. He is love. I identify as love, no matter how you slice it. I will never say that I am Christ. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous, although it made my heart bloom. That's weird. What the hell? To me, that sounds like blasphemy, but let me say it again. I am Christ. Okay. Why not? Whatever works. At the end of the day, it is just a word. It can't hurt. And it does heal. That felt really good. Thank you. Anything to get me back to that bloom. I do not care. I do not care. They refuse accountability, and that makes an impossible situation. I mean, it is an impasse, and I refuse to heal a relationship that, frankly, I don't want anyway. They chose to contribute to my suicidality. That is a fact. That is an unforgivable fact. They'd make zero effort at all. I've had a really bad day. It has been extremely difficult. When there is zero compassion around, when there is zero willing eye, zero willing mind, zero willing heart, zero willing hand. We are not designed for that. My body is perfect because it was made perfect. My brain is perfect. It was made perfect. It is working exactly according to that design. I don't have mental illness. I never did. I've been neglected. I've been abused. That is fact. And it is not a woe is me thing. It's just hard to admit because I know my worth. So I can return to that worth and I can be okay. They have no interest in making peace. They have no interest in understanding anything. They're acting, and I refuse to play along. I will not play the game. They know his teachings. They taught me. They choose to forget. Their consequences are theirs. They are not my providers anyway. I rely on higher. So help me remember my real worth. There's that bloom. Why do I refuse to be gentle? Those who know better need to do better. They make zero effort. If I see effort being made, great. They don't make any. I'm not here to motivate them. I'm not here to change them. I am firm on that. I am required to be firm on that. Those who choose to clutter their minds, those who choose to overturn their cups, That is forfeiture. That is apostasy, and there's no coming back from. They have to make amends. They have to be the catalyst for their own change. They choose not to see it that way. I can forgive that. Of course, we want to see... I mean, if I could get out of my concrete snow pants, I'd be so grateful. If I didn't have to need any medicine, that'd be great. But that has so far not been the case. It's very physical. It's purely physical, and then that affects everything else. It's dominoes. What have I done? I shared my testimony with countless. I reached out to help. That's what I've done. They choose to be addicts. A lot of people have it way worse. I choose to give the deserving compassion. So that's what I am required to do. I can't hold it like that anymore. That's okay. I choose to understand me. I choose to understand him. I choose to be curious about the beautiful, and frankly, they don't have any. Yeah. I've made actual efforts in trying to improve the quality of life with countless people that I will never meet. That's what I've done. As they just veg out and celebrate tragedy and wonder why nothing changes. Blame everything, and when I get stressed, I get in defensive mode. Okay, no, you're always in defensive mode. Yeah, these guys are the album Eat the Elephant. They refuse every effort for feathers, so they get what they get. You commit to the role, you commit to the consequences. I am love. I choose compassion. I have not reached out for help, really. That's inaccurate because I don't need any. I do have strength that is way bigger, and that is what I rely on. I take charge of my quality of life, as I'm doing now. When I post this video, somebody I'm never going to meet is going to see it, and they're going to say, wow, if he can, so can I. If it applies to him, that applies to me too, because I'm just as human. I'm worth just as much, and if he puts in effort and can do such amazing things, then so can I. They might hear, I mean, my music is gone, but they might eventually hear my voice, my singing voice, and be like, wow, look what effort can do. They might just hear my speaking voice and say, wow, I can count this guy as a friend? Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. I have no sense of self. I traded places on the cross. I really did. The concept of self gets in the way. I don't have opinions. I really don't. I don't express myself perfectly all the time, and you see that in the second accountability thing. It's not even accountability. Like, I just asked the question and decided to hit record again, just see what happens. I'm willing to throw myself under the bus too. I don't fucking care. I know it's ugly. It is ugly. It's a horrible situation, and frankly, other people have it worse. I wish I could be that perfect example, but you know what? Maybe this is what we all need. Just somebody being willing to come to a mirror, look himself in the eyes and say, thanks for being here. Let's do this, because there is a bigger strength. This is not your burden. You did not contribute to your undoing. You did not choose oppression. You never do. You reach out to help people. You reach out to inspire people. And that is noticed. Somebody will see this and they will say, that's my friend. I'm not a fan. I'm this guy's cat. I'm a candle too. I have light. It's the same. It's the same. Oh God, I love yawning. Okay. Okay. I don't blame them. And that is admirable. The needs of the heart matter. And it's okay to ask, hey, do you even recognize one thing in the last week that I've done that's, lukewarm to being good in your eyes? Couldn't even do it. I mean, at least he admitted that he can't name one song that I've written. That's love to this piece of shit? Oh, I love you. Oh, I had childhood. What the fuck, dude? Who the hell are you and what did you do to my dad? You are completely gone. So sayonara, so long and thanks for all the fishes, I guess. No, you get buying down. It's okay that I tried again. That is deserving of forgiveness. The only thing I'm going to change in my verbiage toward them is just to ask them why. About everything. Just why. You're not willing to view my actual medicine as valid, so you have a stance to, I'm not going to pay for it no matter what. Why? Let's go ask. I am actually genuinely curious and I need to refill my coffee. You want to come with me? Yeah, let's go. Let's go see. All right, well, I don't know how to turn this thing around so you get front-facing camera. It's like, I talk a lot because it's really good stuff. Did you hear while I was cooking? Was that any good or was that painful in defensive mode too? I wonder. In the pocket. You're gonna be dark for a second. It's okay. Can you help me understand why you're so unwilling to view cannabis as a valid medicine and why you're so unwilling to help with it?
I think I'm trying to make you responsible for yourself, Brian. And
I am.
And that means get a job.
No, it means get support the way that I actually need, because I already am a millionaire. It just needs to be noticed. But answer my question directly, though. What specifically is it about cannabis and me that you just are unwilling to even look at?
Cannabis can be abused.
I don't, though.
Well,
it can be, but I don't. I use the least amount, and if you paid attention, you would know that. But why else?
Well, you asked for an $80, and then 2 days later you asked for $340. That's how much you buy it. You're getting too much.
It's not too much. It's to replenish so I can... There are different strains and they do different things. If you would ask questions to understand, you would have realized that, but you never ask any questions. Yeah. You just think you know things. Well, based on like 1960s knowledge, goal, not current.
My goal for you was to get a job. When Mom and I are... We're way older than you are, as you know.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm eternal.
I'll explain now. Mom and I are not going to be here forever.
Good.
You're going to need something to grab you to pay for this house.
Yeah, he's too far gone. So no, just he lives in 1966 and that's it. Okay. But what effort are you willing to make toward like a better quality of life for the three of us? Anything? Because that is significant. That would help me a ton.
Mom and I are kind of upset the way you're so abusing us in your videos, in your speech, and you're yelling at 3 a.m. in the morning and we can't sleep.
Yeah, that's because it's so physically painful. I have no choice. That's what my condition does. That's why the medicine helps. Anyways, I don't abuse you. I'm sorry you think that, but I just expose the truth. I'm honest.
You're going to have the FBI arrest me.
I don't know what they're going to do, but I mean, it is a civil rights violation. You can't just, like, completely ignore people's needs. That's not civil rights.
About that. You're an adult, either an adult for, I don't know, I'm saying 21 or 18 or whatever.
Yeah, great.
You're
So
responsible for yourself.
I am responsible for myself. I make my actual best effort. You don't see that. I mean, you can't even name one song. What else do I do? Like, how do you know I'm not putting out applications and stuff?
In the meantime, while you're doing your music and everything.
I know, get a job, but how do you know that I'm not putting an effort out there? You don't even know what I do. You can't even name one song. So how do you know that I'm not putting out effort?
When you don't have a job.
How do you know that I'm not putting out effort, though? I can't make somebody hire me, so how do you know I'm not making effort?
You're supposed to make that your full-time job of looking for a job, 40 hours a week.
Okay, but Bill, I just asked a very direct question. How do you know I'm not doing that? Can you prove that I'm not doing that?
I don't think you are because
You don't think so, but can you prove it?
Well, just my observations.
Yeah, but you don't observe. You can't even name one thing of value in the last week. Father of the Year, everyone. Okay, well, that satisfied my curiosity. He lives in 1966, and he's very unwilling. I can't deal with unwilling, so whatever. All he wants is the one thing that he wants, and he's unwilling to see any other point of view. Oh, that's my face. Yeah, okay, so useless. Totally useless. He is not my master. I am not a slave. I'm here to free them. Those who refuse to understand those that they claim to love, that's not love. And, okay. He thinks. Therefore, it's an opinion, not based in fact, y'all. He thinks that I'm not making effort. Okay. I don't care what he thinks. He chooses to be a slave. He refuses to upgrade understanding. Zero compassion, zero understanding. My proof versus yours, mine wins. Just saying, you might want to actually pay attention to somebody you claim to love, but actually don't in any fucking way possible. Zero recognition. Like literally zero. And yet I'm still alive. I still have the same worth. I still have actual love. I can be nothing else. He refuses to see it. He chooses to be blind. Weird choice. Very weird choice. So, it is his way or the highway. Oh, wow, you need to get a job. You're a job this, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Forfeit your own life. You are never mine. I choose Compassion. There's really nothing to understand in such a hard-hearted person. I am my own gold. To be continued. They only see me as a burden. Weird choice. Okay. See where we're at, 25, yeah. No, I'm having fun. How did people exist without mirrors for so long? It's super helpful. So, I understand people that are actually hurting worse than me. I don't need him to understand. He's unwilling anyway. You know, it's like, am I seeking approval? No, I'm seeking understanding. I'm seeking clarity. You heard my questions. Like, well, help me understand, because, I mean, it's the one thing that helps, and it would actually improve your quality of life, too, you dumbass. Like, zero effort. Okay. I will never understand self-sacrifice. Those who choose to not see don't get to. If you're going through worse, I'm really grateful that you're here. Your body works fine. It is perfectly designed. Your brain works fine. It is perfectly designed. We are all of the same source material. Come back to the mirror with me. I think I'll do this more often too. Look into your eyes. Cherish yourself. I see my effort. I know what I do. No one around here wants to. And they really do seek to destroy me, so I mean, it is what it is. You might not use the word hate, but it is still a hate crime. It's an action that you do, or lack thereof. It is a hate crime. You might want to upgrade your understanding once every 50 years. It is a hate crime. Also, how about not Wild West, but what Christ actually told you to do? How about you follow his example? But nah, you're good. You know everything. 1966. What was the best thing about 1966? I don't know. Jimi Hendrix, maybe? What was he up to? But we're back to open and vibrant. It's possible. I don't need to understand him. He'll never understand me. And he's, okay, whatever. Zero responsibility for his own life, which is really ironic, isn't it? Beginning to see the black and white. I hope. I don't know.